Hello, who are you? Do I know you?
Hey beautiful, how are you doing? I hope it's a good time to talk.
This moment birthed the purest of love, one that would change everything. Alex was baptized as Timothy as a child. It was his middle name. Before long, Joan began to get better. She finally had the will to fight again. She ate more, slept peacefully, and slowly became herself again. What started as simple phone calls with Timothy soon became laughter, gifts, flowers, chocolates, and constant encouragement. Joan suddenly took her physiotherapy seriously because Timothy was always there, cheering her on. He even encouraged her to reconnect with her family, reminding her they were hurting too. And she listened. Months later, Joan finally came downstairs to join her family again. Her parents and her best friend Kemi were shocked and overjoyed seeing her smile and make small conversations at the dining table. Kemi watched in admiration, grateful she hadn't lost her best friend forever. Soon, the calls turned into dates. Joan felt butterflies around Timothy, like she had known him forever. Their connection was deep, natural, and comforting. Timothy was romantic, caring, and thoughtful. And for the first time in a long while, Joan felt safe enough to realize she was falling in love with him.
My love, marry me.
Timothy said on one knee. Joan said yes instantly before realizing the room was filled with cheering family and friends. Kemi rushed to hug her as her parents smiled through tears. Happiness finally returned to the O'Day family. Timothy made Joan feel special in every possible way. One evening, he asked her to dress beautifully because they were going somewhere important. Joan thought it was just another date until she arrived and realized she was actually being led into her introduction ceremony. The entire place was filled with smiling faces, music, and family members waiting for them. Joan was completely shocked. Timothy didn't waste time after that. Soon, the traditional marriage rites followed, with crowds of happy guests celebrating, dancing, cheering, and showering the couple with love as Joan smiled beside the man who had changed her life forever. The church wedding was solemn and beautiful. The union of Timothy and Joan brought tears to the eyes of many guests as they exchanged vows before family and friends. It was a ceremony filled with love, prayers and joy. After the wedding, Timothy brought Joan home to his mansion. His workers were all gathered excitedly to welcome their new madam. There was laughter, music, and a small celebration in the main parlor as everyone celebrated the couple. Timothy's pure love and consideration made him gently take Joan upstairs to rest afterward. He kissed her forehead and lifted her on the bed to relax. By morning, it was breakfast in bed. Joan could not have wished for a better man. Life with Timothy felt peaceful and healing. Deep in her heart, she only wished she could one day see the face of the man who had saved her. Truly, there was light beyond the dark tunnel Alex had once put her. Timothy had concerns about Joan's lower back and sorted for professional advice. He longed to be with Joan, but he feared a permanent damage. He sat Joan down and told her must not give up on her walking again. They needed to be discreet until they were certain of no danger and she could walk again. Kemi was shocked when Joan revealed that Timothy wanted her to walk again before taking their marriage further. But after thinking about it, Kemi helped Joan see it differently. It was not rejection, it was love and motivation. Joan admired Timothy even more. His patience, tenderness, and self-control touched her deeply. She knew it could not have been easy for him, yet he kept encouraging her gently through every therapy session. Visitors often came to see Joan and Timothy, and every single person left touched by the kind of love they shared. Friends, family members, even the therapists admired how patient and devoted Timothy was to her. They would often whisper among themselves that theirs was truly a match made in heaven. Joan held on tightly to that love, and it became the strength that pushed her forward daily. Timothy never stopped believing in her, even on the days she doubted herself. And one beautiful day, it finally paid off. With trembling legs and tears in her eyes, Joan took her first baby steps while Timothy and everyone around burst into emotional cheers.
Like, follow and comment part 5.